Now, Oldschool Runescape infamously is one of the most grindy MMOs on the market, and it's been like that for over 20 years. To achieve anything in this game takes time, and specifically to achieve a 99 or skill cape takes hundreds of hours sometimes. However, over the years, new training methods have been added, old ones have been optimized, and nowadays there are some fairly quick 99s you can get in Old School. So today I thought it'd be fun to go over what are the quickest 99s in Oldschool Runescape in 2021. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, if you do enjoy the video, always appreciate a like on it. Always helps out with that YouTube algorithm. Thanks a lot, guys, and let's get started. Alright, so we're going to be counting down roughly a top 10 list, although there's going to be a few honorable mentions as well. For the most part, I'm not going to be including tick manipulation methods, mainly because, well, who wants to do those? And once you start going down that route, there are a lot of weird methods out there that technically get you extremely quick experience rates, but today we're going to stick to more of the common methods. Now for honorable mentions, we have magic and farming. Magic just fell a little bit short of making the top 10, but it is still a fairly quick skill. Going from level 1 to 99, if you're using fairly efficient methods, only takes around 45 hours. Farming is another honorable mention. It is actually one of the quickest skills if you only count how much time you literally are farming for, but because it is time gated, it can still take over a month to get 99 farming, so I'm not sure if it really compares to the other skills. So that all brings us to number 10, which is actually defense. Now defense is very unique when it comes to melee combat training. Getting from level 1 to 99 defense only really takes around 37 hours, and that's thanks to one thing: maniacal monkeys and chinning on defensive mode. I personally actually use this method to get 99 ranged, and I got a ton of defense experience along the way. And what's interesting about this is you can technically start from level 1 defense and get over 300k per hour defense experience. That's because the effectiveness of this method is more determined by your range levels, not your melee combats. And this makes training defense way quicker and easier than the other melee combats in most cases. There is of course a few obscure and high intensity methods that require you to have multiple ult accounts spec transferring you while you're in the catacombs killing necreals. And then technically you can get really high experience rates in your other melee combats, but that's way too hard and most people don't have access to multiple accounts with spec transfer. Now with that said, this is a fairly high cost method, but it can get you a 99 in only 37 hours. Alright, so next up here we have smithing. Smithing is another very quick 99, taking roughly only 35 hours. Now that's almost entirely thanks to an extremely quick method that is unlocked at level 40 smithing, and that is smithing gold ore with the gold smithing gauntlets. With these equipped at the blast furnace, you can get nearly 400k per hour in smithing, and while it is reasonably expensive, currently it's around 40 mil to get 99, it can still be a fairly good option for those looking to get a quick 99 under their belt. Now that said, if you just desperately want to get a skill cape, there are cheaper options, which we'll cover here shortly, but getting a higher level smithing can have benefits as there are other very profitable moneymakers at the blast furnace, such as crafting runite bars, adamant bars, and mithril bars, and those can be worth unlocking. Okay, so next up here we have crafting. Crafting is just marginally quicker than smithing. Roughly it'll take you around 33 hours to get 99 crafting versus the 35 for smithing. That said, to get crafting done in as quick a manner, you are going to have to spend a lot more money. You can start by training the skill very quickly just by cutting gems, and once you get into the level 50s, you can move on to battle staves, and then eventually DI'd bodies. The quickest training method for crafting is making black DI'd bodies, and those are very expensive. If you're going to go all the way to 99 with black DI'd bodies, you're going to spend well over 100 mil, but you are going to be rewarded with around 430k per hour. And this high experience rate is a lot easier to maintain than smithing, for example. Now with that said, you are going to spend probably 3 times more on 99 crafting in this manner, and with very little rewards for doing so. Yes, there is the skill cape at 99, and the crafting skill cape is probably one of the more useful ones, but beyond that, there isn't a huge incentive to actually level up the skill. But if you want a quick option and are prepared to blow a bit of money, crafting can be very quick. Now next here we have Herblore. Herblore once again is marginally quicker at around 31 hours for 99 versus 33 hours, but does share still quite a few similarities with crafting. Herblore is a very quick training method to train pretty much all the way to 99 and just keeps ramping up with quicker and quicker experience rates until you finally unlock the quickest training method at 81 Herblore, which is Cerudoman Brews. With Cerudoman Brews, you can get up to 450k per hour in Herblore, but you're going to be spending an incredible amount of money, pretty similar to how much Black DI bodies cost as well. So that means Herblore is definitely a high expense training method and will cost you well over 100 mil to go with the quickest possible training method. Now that said, 31 hours is incredibly quick, but Herblore falls kind of in the same category as crafting in that it doesn't have too many applications, at least for main accounts, to get it to 99. So if you only have 100 mil to your name, I probably wouldn't invest that into Herblore, but if you are loaded and want to get a quick 99, it's not a bad way to go. Okay, so next up here, we finally have one of the cheaper ones, and that is Firemaking. Getting 99 Firemaking takes roughly around 29 hours, and is notably cheaper than all of the other methods so far. There are two main ways that most people train Firemaking. Winter Dot is incredibly popular, but normally caps out at around 300k per hour. The other popular method is simply burning logs, and these do offer higher experience rates, but also cost money, are a lot more click intensive. The quickest Firemaking training method is unlocked at level 90, and that is burning redwood logs, and that can get you around 500k per hour in Firemaking, which is incredible. Now, regardless of what method you go with, you're not going to spend more than 10 mil on Firemaking, and to be able to get that done in under 30 hours is pretty incredible. Now, starting us off here at the upper half, we have cooking. Now, cooking has quite a few quick training methods, and a notable one that I'm not really including here is one-ticking Karambwan. There's a popular method, but that is, of course, tick manipulation. That said, there are still other quick training methods for cooking, and you can still get 99 cooking done in about as little as 28 hours. If you're looking for your first 99, cooking is ideal. Not only is it incredibly quick, but it's also incredibly cheap as well. 35 cooking, you can make jugs of wine, which are super cost effective, really easy to make, and can provide nearly 500k per hour in cooking once you get the hang of it and up to a higher level. Cooking as a 99 isn't particularly useful, but it's so cheap that honestly you might as well go for it. Now, coming in here at number 4 is ranged. Now, you can get level 99 ranged in as little as 20 hours, which is a notable jump from the last method, and that is mainly because black chinning maniacal monkeys is so ludicrously quick that you can get up to 1 mil an hour with that method. Obviously, starting off at level 1 is much slower, but if you're motivated, you can get through those early levels pretty quickly. For example, you can throw down a cannon from level 1 to 45 and just jump through those levels incredibly quickly, and starting at 45 you can start chinning. Now, chinning is expensive, and especially black chinning, but I would argue 99 ranged is one of the more useful skills in this game because ranged is such a powerful combat skill that I think even though it is expensive, it is worth the investment, and it's so incredibly quick that I think it is definitely worth going for if you have the money. Now, coming in at number 3, we have the bane of my existence, which is construction. Construction is one of the quickest skills in this game, but it is infamously expensive and also extremely hard on your wrists, and that's why I don't like it very much, but it is incredibly quick. At level 52 construction, you can start making mahogany tables, which can earn you up to 900k per hour, which is one of the quickest training methods in this game. Once you get up to gnome benches, you can also increase that marginally, but if you can believe it, it even requires more clicking. Now, because of these methods, you can get from level 1 to 99 construction in around 16 hours, which is very quick, but keep in mind this is going to cost you, once again, well over 100 mil, so you're going to pay for it both with your cash and maybe with a bit of surprise tendinitis. So the second quickest skill in the entire game, right now at least, is prayer. Prayer has always been a quick skill, but with the advent of the superior dragon bone and the POH, you can train this skill ludicrously quick. If you do the quickest methods, you can get from level 1 to 99 prayer in just around 11 hours. Starting from level 1, you can offer Dagonoth bones at a gilded altar for over 1 million experience per hour. And once you get to level 70, you can start offering superior dragon bones, which can get you up to 1.3 mil per hour, which is absolutely insane. Now keep in mind though, this is one of the most expensive training methods in the entire game. You're going to be spending well over 250 mil on prayer, which is so much money. but that is how much you have to spend to get the second quickest 99 in the game. Okay, finally, the number one quickest 99 in Old School is Fletching. Now that is due to simply one method, fletching high-level darts, but there is honestly a variety of other quick training methods, and I think as a whole, fletching has to be the quickest 99. Now this skill is so quick the players have speed run it in under 4 hours, and it's probably doable in under 3 hours. The absolute quickest training method is fletching dragon darts, which you could make an argument this is potentially tick manipulation. But realistically, I think you're not really manipulating ticks, you're just brutally abusing your mouse button. The technical highest experience rate here is, I think, over 10 mil an hour, but you're more limited by how quickly you can click. For the average person, that's probably not going to get too much above 4 mil per hour, but that's still almost 3 times quicker than the next quickest training method. And even if you don't want to spend a ton of money, there are other good options such as fletching dragon bolts, which will still give you millions of experience per hour, but will cost you significantly less. And if you want to make some money, you can even fletch bows. There's just so many options here, but by far, fletching is the quickest skill in Old School. So those are the 10 quickest 99s in Old School right now. That may change over the years as more methods are introduced or discovered, but for now, those are the quickest. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Now, before I go here, I want to give a giant thank you to all of my members over on YouTube. Thank you so much to Alejandra, Sejuani's Flail, Ocelot, and Kush Patel for all being subscribed at the Dragon tier. Thank you so much as always, guys. Also a giant thank you to Sir Rojas, Ryan Shady, Mexos, Base Titch, NDM001, and Yo-Yo Sub 89 for all being subscribed at the Runite tier. Appreciate it, guys. As always, if you are looking for another way to support the channel, becoming a YouTube member is a great way to support me directly. You'll get immortalized in all of my future videos, get a custom role in my Discord server, and you get access to my video release schedule as well. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.